អបអរសាទរឆ្នាំសិក្សាថ្មី2020-2021សាលា E-School Cambodia សូមជម្រាបជូនដំណឹងដល់សិស្សានុសិស្សអាណាព្យាបាលនិងមហាជនទូទៅឲ្យបានជ្រាបថាការសិក្សាតាមអនឡាញក្នុង App E-School មកដល់ពេលនេះមានអ្នកប្រើប្រាស់ចំនួន1លានអ្នកហើយក្នុងនោះមុខវិជ្ជាជាច្រើនត្រូវបានរៀបចំជាង200ថ្នាក់ច្រើនជាង20000វីដេអូថ្នាក់ចំណេះដឹងទូទៅពីថ្នាក់ទី1ដល់ថ្នាក់ទី12ថ្នាក់ភាសាបរទេសថ្នាក់កុំព្យូទ័រថ្នាក់ជំនាញខ្លីដើម្បីបងប្អូនទទួលបានការសិក្សាបន្ថែមនៅផ្ទះតាមអនឡាញ E-School Cambodia នឹងធ្វើការបញ្ចុះតម្លៃពិសេស 70% គ្រប់មុខវិជ្ជាចាប់ពីថ្ងៃនេះរហូតដល់ថ្ងៃទី31ខែមករាឆ្នាំ2021កាន់តែពិសេសសម្រាប់ការទិញថ្នាក់សិក្សាចំនួន4ក្នុងខែតែមួយនឹងទទួលបានសេវាធានារ៉ាប់រងអាយុជីវិតរយៈពេល1ឆ្នាំពេញដែលមានតម្លៃ10លានរៀលពីក្រុមហ៊ុន Forteliteព័ត៌មានលម្អិតសូមទំនាក់ទំនងមក Page E-School Cambodia ទូរស័ព្ទលេខ090 787 999 E-School ផ្ដល់ចំណេះជំនាញនិងចំណូលសូមអរគុណ
Welcome to New Headway Elementary Lesson 2. What we're going to do today is page 8 and page 9. And we're going to focus on Unit 1, You and Me. But before we get into that, let's start with some vocabulary, okay? So, the first one, you've probably seen this one before, university. A university is where you go after high school. So in Cambodia, I don't know if you have this, college. Do you have college? Yep. So you've got college and university. But today we're just going to focus on university. So after me, university. Yep, perfect. And again, university. Fantastic, fantastic. And one last time, university. Great, great. So you've managed that one. Well done. Let's move to this one. Now, this says married. Your mum and your dad are most likely married. It's where they have the ring on their finger, and they had a big celebration. You see it here in Phnom Penh. They shut down entire streets for this. It's very frustrating. However, we're going to focus just on the word. Married. Fantastic. You need to remember the R sound. Married. Well done, well done. One last time. Married. Well done. Yeah, great work, great work. Salesman. Now, you might not really know what that is at first glance. However, if you look at this as a compound word, you will understand. Now, if you don't know what a compound word is, a compound word is where you get two words, both of them have their own meanings, and you stick them together, thus creating a new word, but usually associated with the original stem words. So sales, selling something, you know, probably bought this in a shop. They made a sale of me. Salesman. Yeah, so a salesman is when a person like me walks into a car shop and wants to buy a car. I would be approached by someone trying to sell me that car, and that person would be called a salesman. Okay? So altogether, salesman. Yeah, well done, well done. And again, salesman. Good, good. One last time, salesman. Great work, great work. Now, I don't know how old you are, depending on who's watching, but girlfriend and boyfriend. When you love someone a lot, you ask them out for a dinner date, you know, Well, no, sorry. You don't start off loving them a lot. You might like somebody, you approach them, you ask them out. After a few times going out for dinner, eventually you might become either their girlfriend or their boyfriend. Let's start off with girlfriend. So all together, girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, great work, great work. And again, girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Much better, yeah. The pronunciation is really important. And one last time, girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Nice one, nice one. Just a little bit off topic. In Scotland, our accent is so strange that I've had to change the way I talk to say this word. I would say girlfriend, and I skip over the R with the L. It's a little bit strange, but if you're ever in Scotland and you hear girl or world, don't be confused. It's just girl and world. Anyway, let's move on to boyfriend. So everyone together, boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Very good, very good. And again, boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Much better, yeah. And one last time, boyfriend. Awesome, awesome. Really good, really good. And last, but certainly not least, divorce. It's not a very happy word. So, your mum and dad get married, but things don't go too well years later. And unfortunately, they separate. That is called divorce, where they are no longer husband and wife. They are just different people now. So together, divorce. Yeah, and remember the V sound. It's quite difficult to pronounce, but divorce. Okay? All together, divorce. Much better, much better. One last time, divorce. Great work, great work. All right. So yesterday, we went over some contractions, some abbreviations, quite good fun with the grammar. Let's have a look at it again. Now, you might be looking at that and thinking, boy is ball. But that makes zero sense. This is actually boy's ball, and the reason we have the apostrophe is because that ball belongs to that boy. I've drawn a wee photo on the side here, wee picture. So that's the boy, and that's the ball. And there's only one boy there, singular, one. And that's his ball. Therefore, boy's ball, because that ball belongs to that boy. Next one, girl's doll. Same situation. That doll belongs to one girl. That's it. If that girl owns that doll, then when you're talking about the doll, you would say girl's doll with the S at the end to show that it is owned by the girl. Now, it gets a little bit more complicated when we are talking about multiple people. So, all of your friends want a football to play at the park. So you put your money together and you buy one ball. So you've got two friends, this one is you, and you put your money together and you buy that ball. That is no longer just one person's ball, that is three people's ball. So, because it's got an S at the end already, what you would do is you put the apostrophe on the other side of the S to show that it is owned by multiple people, not just by one boy. So, boy's ball. It's that simple. Now, with these expertly drawn hands, I'm not telling you which one was me that was drawn. The other one that was much better was drawn by a different person. This is girls' hands. And again, because we are talking about all of girls' hands, the apostrophe is on the other side of the S. Now, if we were talking about one girl's hands, the apostrophe would be here because it's owned by one girl. But we're talking about lots of girls and all of their hands. So the apostrophe must go here. Okay? And that is only when the S is already at the end of the word. For instance, when you look up here, you will see men's shoes. And obviously, men's shoes, men, when you talk about men, you're talking plural already. But it doesn't have an S at the end. So we need to add the S, and therefore we put the apostrophe on this side when it's already a word that is meant for multiple people. Men, plural. So, men's shoes. Same goes for women. Women, E-N, women, multiple women. Therefore, the apostrophe goes right here. The same as in men's. Women's bag, women's bag. Okay? Are you understanding? Awesome. So let's move on into the book. Okay, so if you're looking now at page 8, you will see a paragraph about Rick Wilson. It says, "My name's Rick Wilson." Let's have a listen. This is T 1.6.
Tape script 1.6. Rick's family.
My name's Rick Wilson, and I'm from London. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a student. I go to Kingston University. I have a brother and a sister. My brother's name is Edward. He's 16, and he's at school. My sister's name is Rosie. She's 23, and she's married. I live with my parents and my brother in a house in West London. My father, Peter, is a salesman, and my mother, Helen, is a teacher. I'm not married, but I have a girlfriend. Her name's Lily. She's lovely. My family really like her.
All right. So all right. I hope you heard all of that, because now we're going to move on to question 2. And we're going to answer questions 1 to 4. It's going to be T 1.7, and we're going to listen to each of them one at a time. Okay? Let's go for that.
Tape script 1.7. 1.
I go to Kingston University.
Now, did you hear that? And I understand the accent is quite difficult. It's an English accent from London. But that's, again, why it's really important to listen to multiple accents. It trains your ears, okay? So, for number 1, he says, I go to Kingston University. So you would put in the blank space the word go. I go to Kingston University. Well done if you got that. Number 2.
2.
I have a brother and a sister.
Okay. Number 2. I have a brother and a sister. Hear that? I have a brother and a sister. I have a brother and a sister. And remember the V sound. It's very important. Have, exactly. So, number 3, I blank with my parents in a house in West London. Let's have a listen.
3.
I live with my parents in a house in West London.
Hopefully you heard that one. And again, it's got a word with a V sound in it. The answer to that is live. I live with my parents in a house in West London. All right, number 4. My family really something Lily. Let's have a guess.
4.
My family really like Lily.
I'll repeat that for you. My family really like Lily. Quite an easy one? Exactly. Like. My family really like Lily. All right, so what I want you to do at home is find a partner. And then what I want you to do is where you see this box here, what I want you to do is replace the information he gave you with your own information, such as I go to Western International School. Okay? Next one, I have, and then mention how many brothers or sisters you have. And again, I live with, mention who you live with. Maybe it might just be you, your mother, and your dad. But try and mention your pets as well. Maybe you have a dog. And last one, I really like, and if you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, that's okay. You can choose a hobby. For me, I could say, I really like mountain biking. Or I really like tennis. Popular sport in Cambodia, football. I really like football. Got it? Now, we've already went through the grammar section on question 4. So we're going to skip over that. It was about possessives earlier on in the lesson. All right? Now, we're going to look at question 5, about who Edward is. Now, we're going to look at question 5. Who's Edward? He's Rick's brother. The first one is given to us. But I want you to read through this section again here, and all the information is in there, such as who's Rosie, Peter, Helen, and Lily? Who are they? I want you to write the answer in. And the next one, what's his father's job? He's a blank. And last one, what's his mother's job? And then you fill it in. So let's do this together. Question 5, number 2, because the first one's already done for us. Who is Rosie, Peter, Helen, and Lily? Well, Rosie is his sister, Peter is his father, Helen is his mother, and Lily is his girlfriend. Okay? Number 3, what's his father's job? He's a salesman. See? There's a reason I put this on the board at the beginning of the lesson. And last one, what's his mother's job? Well, his mother's job is my job, teacher. Awesome. So hopefully you got all of those right. Now we're going to move on into the practice section. So on the other page, it's right here. And I want you to complete the sentences with the verb to be. Okay? Let's do that together. So let's have a listen to T 1.8 and answer the questions along with me.
Tape script 1.8. 1.
Where are you from?
Okay. Let's do it again.
Tapes.
So, let's look at question 1 under practice and complete numbers 1 to 8. We're looking at T 1.8. I'm going to have a listen with you, and let's see if we can answer together.
Tape script 1.8. 1.
Where are you from?
Did you hear that? Where are you from? The missing word is are. Okay? Well done if you got that. Let's blast through these questions. Number 2.
2.
Are you from London?
Okay, 2. Are you from London? Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
3.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Number 3. How old are you? I'm 15. Well done if you got that one. Number 4.
4.
Are your sisters married?
No, they aren't.
So, are your sisters married? No, they aren't. Again, well done if you got that.
5.
I like you. You're my friend.
Did you hear that one? I like you. You're my friend. It's quite a cute voice. Yeah, sounds like a kid. So, I like you. You are my friend. You can use a contraction, your. Remember, it's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. You are, your. Okay? Number 6.
6.
Hans isn't from Germany. He's from Switzerland.
There's a weird name there, right? Hans. Hans isn't from Germany. He's from Switzerland. Hans is not. Isn't is not. Understand? Let's have a listen to number 7.
7.
Is your mother a doctor?
No, she isn't.
Did you hear that? Is your mother a doctor? No, she isn't. Let's have a listen to number 8.
8.
I am not Italian. I'm French.
I am not Italian. I'm French. So that one is not contracted. I am not Italian. You could contract it if you wanted to I'm not. But you can hear it in his voice. He says, I am not Italian. I am not Italian. Understand? Let's look at question 2, and we can work out if this is possessive, if the apostrophe is possessive. Okay? Number 1. I'll do this again. So let's look at question 2. What is apostrophe S and is, or possession? For example, my name's Juan. It's already given you the answer there. Apostrophe S equals just a normal is. It's just contracted. Number 2, my sister's friend isn't married. Sister's friend. The friend is possessive to the sister. because it's specifically the sister's friend. So apostrophe S for possession. Number 3, Sonia's Italian. Possessive? Nope. Sonia is Italian. Well done if you got that. Number 4, she's a teacher. Possessive or not? She is a teacher. Okay? Because she doesn't own a teacher. The teacher doesn't belong to her. She is a teacher. Number 5, her brother's wife isn't English. Possessive or not? Well, this one is possessive because it is specifically talking about the brother's wife. So his or her brother's wife. The wife belongs to the husband belongs to the wife. There you go, apostrophe S for possessive. Number 6, my brother's children are beautiful. Possessive or not? Correct, possessive. The reason for that is because the children belong to the brother. Therefore, apostrophe S is for the possessive. Well done if you got that one. Let's look at pronunciation in question 3 and listen to T 1.9. And I want you to tick the sentences you hear. Okay? Let's have a listen.
Tape script 1.9. 1,
She's from Italy.
Did you hear that? 1, she's from Italy. Is that A or B? It's B. Well done if you got that. She's from Italy. And is it possessive? No. She is from Italy. Let's move on to number 2.
2,
What's his name?
Now that one was quite quick. What's his name? Did you hear it? What's his name? What's his name? If you've ticked A, well done. If you've ticked B, have another listen. So, number 3, A, your English is good, or B, your English good. I'll do that again. A, your English is good. B, your English good. Let's have a listen.
3,
Your English is good.
Did you hear that? Your English is good. So if you ticked A, well done. Again, correct. If you've ticked B, have another listen. So let's move on to question 4. A, where's she from? B, where's he from? Let's have a listen.
4,
Where's she from?
Did you hear that? Where's she from? It's talking about the female. Where's she from? And that is A. Look at number 5. A, his teacher is from England. B, he's a teacher in England. Let's have a listen.
5,
He's a teacher in England.
Did you get that one? It's quite a difficult accent. It's Irish. And it said, he's a teacher in England. So that's B, not A this time. Well done if you got that one. If you didn't, have a listen back. The accent might throw you off just because it's a lot different from what you've been listening to so far. Now, we're on to the last one in question 3. Let's have a listen to number 6. A, you aren't English. B, we aren't English. Let's see if you can hear the difference.
6.
We aren't English.
Did you hear that? The answer to this one is B. We aren't English. Well done if you got all of them correct. If you didn't get all of them correct, try again, see where you went wrong. Let's move on to question 4, and listen to T 1.10. Listen and complete the names and email addresses. Let's work through that now. All right, so have a look at question 4, and we're going to listen to T 1.10, T 1.10 together, and we're going to do some spelling on this one. So you'll need to have your ears open for this, okay? Let's have a listen to the first one together.
Tape script 1.10. Spelling. 1.
My name's Vanessa. That's V-A-N-E-S-S-A. Vanessa.
All right, did you hear that? So we already have the V. After that, A, N, E, and then she said double S. That means 2 S's. S, S, A. Vanessa. And again, it's with the V sound. Vanessa. Okay? Well done, well done. So let's listen to number 2.
My first name's Joseph. That's J-O-S-E-P-H. My surname's Bowen. That's B-O-W-E-N. Joseph Bowen.
All right. So for number 2, we have Joseph Bowen. Let's spell that together. Again, we've got the first letter given to us. J-O-S-E-P-H. Joseph. Next one, a little bit harder. B-O-W-E-N. Joseph Bowen. Well done if you can pay attention to this and you're getting all of these correct. It is quite difficult. I do appreciate that. Let's listen to number 3. This is the last name before we move on to email addresses.
3.
My name's Katie Matthews. That's Katie, K-A-T-I-E, Matthews, M-A-T-T-H-E-W-S.
Okay, so number 3 is Katie Matthews. Now, K, A, move out the way for you. Well done. T, I, E. Double T, exactly. Well done, well done. Katie Matthews. Well done if you got that one. That was a hard one. So now we're going to go on to email addresses. And this is for 4 and 5. Email addresses are particularly difficult. You need to be very careful when you listen to somebody giving you their email address, because usually it's a very weird email. Some people are very lucky to have only their name as their email address. But nowadays, lots of email addresses have been taken, so you have to put numbers and underscores, and it's a whole mess. That's why it's important to listen. So, let's listen to number 4.
4.
My email address is g.hunt8@yahoo.com.
So, number 4, g.hunt8@yahoo.com. So we've got g.hunt8@yahoo.com. Okay, well done. Massive well done if you got that one. It was a hard one. g.hunt8@yahoo.com. And that just means at. The next one is probably going to be a little bit harder. Let's have a listen.
That's g.hunt8@yahoo.com.
5.
My email address is zach.yates@gmail.co.uk. That's Zach, Z-A-C, .yates, Y-A-T-E-S, @gmail.co.uk.
Okay, so this is now a British email address, hence .co.uk at the end. Let's see if you got the same answer as me. So the first one is given to us, Zach. Did you hear what was said after that? Dot. Yates. And that is at gmail.co.uk. And remember, I've put a big Z there, but it's meant to be all lowercase for an email address, okay? So, zach.yates@gmail.co.uk, as in United Kingdom. All right, well done massively if you got all of those correct. Quite difficult. We're now going to move on to question 5. And what I want you to do, this is for you at home, I want you to practice making these sentences true for you. For example, I'll walk you through them. I'm not at home. Using a contraction from I am not at home. Number 2, we are in class. Right now, you're watching me. So yes, we are in class. To use a contraction, we're in class. Let's have a look at how we can write that. We're in class. Next one. We aren't in a cafe. And remember, if you don't choose the same one as me, that's okay. It's not about being right or wrong here. This is about you being creative with the words that you now know. So we're going to do, we aren't in a cafe. That's what we're going to put in the blank space. We aren't in a cafe. Next one, it is Monday today, so we're going to contract it with it's Monday today. Next one, My teacher's name is Richard. We've already used is, so let's put isn't, and that's a contraction of is not. Isn't. So my teacher's name isn't Richard. My teacher's name's Jamie. So, number 6. My mother and father are at work. Can we make a contraction with that? No, no contraction. It's just are at work. My mother and father are at work. A-R-E. Okay. Next one. I'm married. I'm not married. Me, I'm not married. So we're going to put I'm not. The contraction being I am to I'm. And the last one here, my grandmother is 75 years old or isn't 75 years old. Now, if your grandmother is 75 years old, crazy coincidence. So you're going to put is. If she is not, put isn't. Isn't. Okay? So that's question 5 done. Now on to question 6. And this is for you to do at home all to yourself. You can see here, it says, read about you and your life. Read it aloud to the rest of the class. I want you to read this aloud to somebody in your home. Or if there's nobody in your home, just try it. For example, my name's Jamie. I'm from Scotland. I'm a teacher. I go to work. I have sisters and one brother. My sister's name is Jessica. I like cycling. My father's an aeronautical engineer. Sorry for the last one, but there we go. You know a little about me. I want you to practice with some information about yourself. Now, that's us done the second lesson for New Headway Elementary. Well done for making it past this far. You're trying really hard. I appreciate it. Now, I will be doing live lessons on Facebook, and it would be really awesome to see you in the comments mentioning that you've seen this. And I'll respond back to you. I'd love answering people's questions. And it's great to see the reception from all of you. Now, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for taking part in this lesson from eSchool Cambodia. And have a fantastic day. Goodbye.
សាថ្មី2020-2021 សាលា eSchool Cambodia សូមជម្រាបជូនដំណឹងដល់សិស្សានុសិស្សអាណាព្យាបាលនិងមហាជនទូទៅឲ្យបានជ្រាបថាការសិក្សាតាមអនឡាញក្នុង app eSchool មកដល់ពេលនេះមានអ្នកប្រើប្រាស់ចំនួន1លានអ្នកហើយក្នុងនោះមុខវិជ្ជាជាច្រើនត្រូវបានរៀបចំជាង200ថ្នាក់ច្រើនជាង 20000 វីដេអូថ្នាក់ចំណេះដឹងទូទៅពីថ្នាក់ទី1ដល់ថ្នាក់ទី12ថ្នាក់ភាសាបរទេសថ្នាក់កុំព្យូទ័រថ្នាក់ជំនាញខ្លីដើម្បីបងប្អូនទទួលបានការសិក្សាបន្ថែមនៅផ្ទះតាមអនឡាញ eSchool Cambodia នឹងធ្វើការបញ្ចុះតម្លៃពិសេស 70% គ្រប់មុខវិជ្ជាចាប់ពីថ្ងៃនេះរហូតដល់ថ្ងៃទី31 ខែមករាឆ្នាំ 2021 កាន់តែពិសេសសម្រាប់ការទិញថ្នាក់សិក្សាចំនួន4ក្នុងខែតែមួយនិងទទួលបានសេវាធានារ៉ាប់រងអាយុជីវិតរយៈពេល1ឆ្នាំពេញដែលមានតម្លៃ10លានរៀលពីក្រុមហ៊ុន Fortelite ព័ត៌មានលម្អិតសូមទំនាក់ទំនងមក Page eSchool Cambodia ទូរស័ព្ទលេខ090 787 999 eSchool ផ្ដល់ចំណេះជំនាញនិងចំណូលសូមអរគុណ
ដោយសាររូបអ្នកគឺប៉ាហើយនឹងម៉ាក់អ្នកផ្ដល់ឲ្យកូនលោកតស៊ូគ្រប់ឧបសគ្គញើសហូរសស្រៈពេញខ្លួនដើម្បីរកលុយឲ្យកូនបានរៀននឹងគេខ្ញុំមិនភ្លេចដំបូនមានគ្រូអូយចេញតស៊ូនៅក្នុងជីវិតបងហាត់បងហាញនៅផ្លូវគំនិតដឹកនាំជីវិតដើម្បីទៅរកជោគជ័យអរគុណវេលាកន្លងដែលបានឲ្យខ្ញុំស្គាល់អ្នកeSchool ប្រភាពជាជាងអ្នកតែងគិតគូរទោះបីវេលាដើរលឿនរហ័ងតែអ្នកធ្វើឲ្យជីវិតខ្ញុំផ្លាំងប្ដូរហើយខ្ញុំនៅតែបន្តឲ្យបានជោគជ័យដោយសាររូបអ្នកគឺប៉ាហើយនឹងម៉ាក់អ្នកផ្ដល់ឲ្យកូនលោកតស៊ូគ្រប់ឧបសគ្គញើសហូរសស្រៈពេញខ្លួនដើម្បីរកលុយឲ្យកូនបានរៀននឹងគេខ្ញុំមិនភ្លេចដំបូនមានគ្រូអូយចេញតស៊ូនៅក្នុងជីវិតបងហាត់បងហាញនៅផ្លូវគំនិតដឹកនាំជីវិតដើម្បីទៅរកជោគជ័យអរគុណវេលាកន្លងដែលបានឲ្យខ្ញុំស្គាល់អ្នកeSchool ប្រភាពជាជាងអ្នកតែងគិតគូរទោះបីវេលាដើរលឿនរហ័ងតែអ្នកធ្វើឲ្យជីវិតខ្ញុំផ្លាំងប្ដូរហើយខ្ញុំនៅតែបន្តឲ្យបានជោគជ័យដែលបានឲ្យខ្ញុំស្គាល់អ្នកeSchool ប្រភាពជាជាងអ្នកតែងគិតគូរទោះបីវេលាដើរល ខ្ញុំផ្លាំងបដោហើយខ្ញុំនៅតែបន្តឲ្យបានជោគជ័យ